Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. So I just got level 107. I don't know if I logged off before the last time I got it. Nope, there we go. But I just also done a C1 so I could actually open floor 54. And what's this? I can now fight World Gorger. I'm not even going to try and say that. No, of course I am. Shukazak. What? Shukahazak. Hugs. Whatever. It's not a name that I'm going to be able to say. Anyway, so it looks like I get to kill a new boss, and I've got level 50, floor 54 open rather. Don't know if this new boss drops anything interesting. I'll definitely have to look that up on what do you call it again? On RuneScape Wiki. And yeah, let's have a look at how many points I have as well while we're at it. So shop 954,000 tokens. So almost a million. Wow, I can't believe it. Almost a million. Didn't think this day would come that soon. But yeah, so something that I'm definitely going to be doing is I'm going to use my my tokens to get experience, because at the end of the day, I mean, this is a whole, by the end of it, I should have like 9 million in tokens, and I want to spend a huge amount of that getting experience, because I don't want to have to spend the time to get the extra 9 mil experience when I can just spend my tokens on it. So that's what I will be doing, and I will not be doing it all in one large sum, because I've realised that's actually a stupid idea. The way I'm going to do it is every time I'm really close to an odd level, I'm going to try and spend my my tokens on the experience, if I can therefore get it ready for the next cycle, so I can jump straight into the next prestige level. So for example, I could have thought about doing that earlier, but basically, like, I was 2 million away from 107, and I was starting a new cycle with like 1 million to go, and I only had 700k tokens. Now there's no point using the 700k tokens, so I get 300k away from the from my next level, because if I have to reset, that means that I can't take advantage of that higher prestige level straight away, so then it's no point using the tokens for the experience. But you probably didn't understand that, but when I do it, then I'll be able to explain it easier, well, more easily. So yeah, but I am going to be spending my tokens on experience, and I will do it when it is best for me to do it, and not simply, just because I feel like it, or because I want to get a huge amount of experience in one day. I'm not that kind of person who cares too much about that. So yeah, I'll use it when necessary. Anyway, guys, so level 107, 13 more levels to go, so a very, very long way. And how much experience do I have? 28.8, and also 3 mil experience to the next level, so a long time. In fact, you know what? It is a long time, but I'm going to still try and get it till tomorrow. So we'll see. And today is the 8th of October, by the way. So let's see if I can get it by the 9th, which is Sunday. So onwards and upwards. So guys, it's Cthulthu here. It is now the 12th of October. So I was talking about probably a couple of days since I last made that video clip. I'm still level 107 Dungeoneering. I've got 1.8 mil to go till the next level, so still quite a while. So obviously you can see I haven't been Dungeoneering as much as I usually have. But you know what? Nice way to show you the difference, though. Actually, you know what? It still is a big difference, because that must be 1.2 mil experience. And either way, I've now got 1,063,000 tokens. So it's still going up very nicely. Hopefully I'll actually be able to use it this time, by the time I get to 109, or just before 109. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the audition I made for the Bum Bum Rune Factor 4. Oh my god, I hate saying his name. I'm going to stop saying it. I'm never saying it again. I wish you'd just change his name to something less, childish and embarrassing to say. I don't know why I feel embarrassed by saying it, but I just don't like saying it anyway. So I wish there was something else I could call him. I'm just going to not call him anything. But basically, yeah, hopefully I passed the audition, because I would love to be in one of those funny videos that he does anyway. But yeah, so obviously I was applying to his Rune Factor 4 audition, and if you haven't seen Rune Factor, you should definitely check it out. But basically, I mean, I subscribed to him about a year ago, because he was nominated for the Golden Gnomes, and I actually voted for his video, and I think it came second in the end. But it was a really funny video. And yeah, and then he got nominated again this year as well, fantastically, even though I personally really didn't enjoy his video at all. I'm very honest like that. I hope he doesn't take offence, but I didn't like his video at all in the slightest this year. Couldn't believe it got nominated. In fact, I was actually pretty disappointed with all the nominations. well, in comparison to last year, because I don't think the videos that were selected by Jagex were that good. And I think they should have let us make the, I think they should have given us more options and let us make the final decision a bit more than what they have done this year. Now, let me see. So, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, yes, I wanted to talk about the golden joystick. I think that's it. Golden Joystick Awards, which are basically RuneScape, or rather Jagex, are advertising on their site, asking you, this is the last chance for you to vote for them. Now, one of my friends, Gio, I'm sure you've watched his video. He made it about a month ago now, probably longer than that actually. But he gave a good reason why maybe this year, is the year not to vote for RuneScape, and maybe someone else should win it, so that we can send a message to Jagex, letting know that we're not happy with the game as it is. And obviously, the reason this is all being started is because no one is truly happy with the botting situation right now. There are too many bots in the game, and while it's not ruining the game for myself necessarily, because, obviously, like I said when I was slaying, it was the first time I'd ever seen bots. That wasn't actually the case. I had remembered afterwards that I'd actually seen bots at Greater Demons well before I saw them at Dagonoths. But yeah, so they don't affect me too much. But I can understand how it affects other people. I mean, I think to myself, when I was, starting, I didn't have these problems getting resources and everything. I was competing against players. I weren't competing against bots. And then nowadays you go into the mining guild, right? So when I went first into the mining guild, obviously I was amazed. I'd never known that there were going to be so many rocks in that place. There's like 20, 30 coal rocks there. And when it's your first time there, especially when it was my first time there, which must have been, several years ago now, when there was, there would have been no other way of getting that kind of ore so fast, in such a nice area, so close together and everything like that. It was one hell of an experience. It was one hell of an achievement as well back then, getting 60 mining. And now these new players go there and they get their 60 mining, and they're expecting to be able to go to the next level now, because they're expecting to be able to go to the mining guild, have 20 ores there that they can, mindlessly mine until, they get to hopefully a stage where they can go concentrated, or if they are members and everything like that. But if you go there now, what you'll see is a ton of bots. You'll see the 20 to 30 rocks are all empty, and you'll see 20 to 30 bots all running to a single ore that is just respawned, and it is chaos, and a real player has no chance to get any resources, and it's those kind of resources. Well, it's mining more, not more importantly, but it's in, it's with the skill of mining where you notice it more. Whereas obviously if it's trees, well, you'll still notice there are lots of players around that tree. Obviously because the tree doesn't instantly disappear, or at least it shouldn't do. It doesn't have as much of an impact. But when a resource only has one item to give, one piece of coal, and that resource gets depleted within seconds because of bots, then obviously it's affecting the game. It's affecting it for new players. And if we don't get new players into the game, then this game doesn't have, long to run. And obviously the less time it has to run, then the more boring this game is going to become for us. I mean, we're actually going to end up with a RuneScape world where everybody is 138. In fact, even this is quite incredible. I mean, well, actually, I don't even know what world I'm. Okay, I can't be on the world that I'm normally on, but usually the world I am on is full of 138s. In fact, there's still quite a lot of them up here. And I mean, back when 126 was the max, because prayer was such a hard skill to train, and also a very expensive skill to train during a time where money was, hard to come by, there were very few of them, and now you see so many 138s. You don't see as many lower level new players as there used to be, and I just see the game being, just completely 138s and no mediocre levels anymore, because there's not going to be any new players coming into the game. And you know what? I mean, I don't know if anyone else has felt like this, but one of the reasons I don't want to play World of Warcraft, or even a game that I really do want to play, Final Fantasy 11, because I heard so much about it and I was so disappointed with Final Fantasy 14, so I wanted to play Final Fantasy 11, especially as I know that I can get the complete set very cheap now. But the one thing that stops me playing it is knowing that when I start the new game, I'm not going to be starting it with new players, so it's kind of a downer, and that's why I don't play games like that, because I know there's no new players like me. I'll be a level whatever, I'll be a low level in a very high level world, and it just won't be fun like that. I need people to play with, I need people to level up with, and I feel that, if people are going to be put off by bots, the new players, then it's not going to work out long run for RuneScape. And while it will be Jagex who pay financially for that mistake, we're going to pay as well, because we're going to lose a game that we sorely love. And, well, you know what? How can you not love this game? How can I not love this game? I mean, I've been playing it for 10 years, so how can I say that I don't want to continue? No, sorry, yeah, I don't want to continue playing this game. That's never going to be the case. I'm always going to want to continue playing because of the people I know and everything like that. And yeah, so that was probably way too long. And what I'm trying to say is that if you're going to vote for the Golden Joystick Award, vote for anyone apart from RuneScape. I mean, I myself, I voted League of Legends, but that's because I actually play League of Legends. And even though there is no doubt in my mind that my favourite free-to-play game is RuneScape, if RuneScape doesn't win, if Jagex don't win, and let's face it, we expect a landslide, because they actually asked their supporters to vote. Whereas I'm sure most other people don't ask their supporters to vote, and yeah, seeing as Jagex expect to win, if they don't win, it would be a huge shock, especially with accordance with the previous years, and Jagex will notice that, and hopefully they will just try harder, because another thing is the fact that we shouldn't have this problem in the first place. They said that they had new ways to deal with it. They said that this wasn't going to be a problem, or at least it wasn't going to be as much of a problem, and it has been. And obviously I'm talking about in regards to bringing free trade and wilderness back. They didn't, they promised us this wouldn't happen, or it wouldn't happen to the extent that it used to happen, but it has. In fact, it's happened to a far larger extent than that used to be the problem. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry if I've bored you out of your mind. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. I mean, is this the way to take a stand? Should we take a stand? Is botting really a huge problem? I personally think it is, and I hope you guys help me in taking this stand. And even though it is still unlikely we're going to be able to, watch another game beat RuneScape, I mean, it's worth trying anyway. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, see you around.